Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to try gouache for the first time. I never considered try gouache before. I have tried all kind of medias and I love all of them for different reasons. But for some reason gouache wasn't in my list. I thought, honestly didn't thought that gouache was professional media. Um, I always thinking about gouache as a doing, um, muddy colors that has no vibrancy or anything like this. I don't know why. But recently I start to see some very nice videos with beautiful work with gouache. So I start to get excited to try gouache. So I decided to buy a nice set. I did some research about what is the best that I could buy that wasn't that expensive, but at the same time has a good quality. And I find that Arteza Gouache was very nice. I saw very nice reviews about it. So I decided to give a try. I bought this set, is 24 colors. So each tube has some information, is the name of the color, the light fast, and the transparency, the pigment color. So it's a lot of information here. It's 12 ml each tube and 0.04 OZs. So to start, I'm going to do a color swatch so I can see what colors I have here. I put some black on the paper with acrylics just to see the transparency of the color, so I can compare the colors to see if it's more opaque or transparent. So I start with the white, and then I have the lemon yellow, mid yellow, yellow ochre, flesh tone. This is scarlet red. This is vermilion red. As you can see, it's a little bit more transparent. This is crimson red. Rosé. This crazy color is peach red. Very crazy. This is ultramarine blue. This is Persian blue. Cerulean blue. Oh yeah, this is violet. This is mauve. This is cerulean blue. And then I have the sky blue. This is deep green. Oh no, this is deep green. The another one was virgin green. This is pale green. And this sap green. As you can see, I took the painting straight from the tube. So this is burnt sienna. This is black, I think. This is a gray. And this is all white again. So as you can see, some paintings are, some colors I say, that are more transparent, to other is more opaque. But information is all in the tubes, and you know which one it is. There is 2 whites in the set, but it's nice because white is one of the colors that we use a lot. So it's very nice to have 2. So now I made my own DIY uh, palette because I want to keep my paintings wet, like humid, fresh. So I went to the supermarket. I bought this one on Michael's, and then I bought these two for the pews for 93 cents in the Walmart, and they are individually closed, and it's going to keep my paintings fresh. So I want to try. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try, and I let you guys know if it's working or not. So what I did is I put in the caps these little uh, stamps. So I put the name of the colors there. I'm going to do the swatch on the leads. So I have all the colors and I know which colors is in which one. I just have to decide which colors that I use more and which one I use less. So I'm going to separate them and put in my palette because I want something small that I can carry with me. I don't want anything too big, too large, and I want to. My goal is keep my paintings wet. So as you can see here, I decided to put my blues close to the earth colors because the earth colors and the blues I use the most because I'm going to do I always do animals and you know usually the blues and the uh, earth colors that I use the most. So I separate them like this and I'm going to put in the other one the greens that I use too a lot and then the reds that I don't use that much. So it very nice, worked very well for me, you know. And this way, my paintings keep fresh for a couple days, like for more than a week. And then after that, I start to have to spray some water every time I use the paintings. I spray some water inside so it keep them fresh. I couldn't see that with time. I'm using already for a couple weeks, and with time the colors that dried most was the black that dry and crack, and the other one that dries and crack was the, let me see here, the yellow, uh, the first one, the yellow, the yellow, lemon yellow. The other ones didn't crack and keep it beautiful and soft and fresh. So that was very nice. I like a lot. And now I'm going to do some try. I'm going to try finally the gouache. It was for me. It's interesting because um, I used to do a lot of mediums, and I try all different mediums. And it's interesting because I never have so much difficult to paint something that I have with gouache. And I have a lot of trouble to understand the media. I don't know why. I think because I had in my mind already a pre-concept what gouache should be, or you know, and that's why I think I have that much trouble to paint with gouache. I have like a very hard time to understand the media because I didn't know exactly what to think, that I should work with gouache like a watercolor or I should work with gouache like acrylic. I was a little bit confused, and it was very different of everything because the consistency is almost like acrylic, soft, kind of buttery, and that's why I get a little bit confused. I didn't know if I should put more water and try something more um, more like watery, right? And I tried that, but it didn't really work well because it get too transparent and didn't cover anything. It wasn't exactly what I want. And then I tried the paintings too dry at the first. And that's, I think that was the most difficult part for me to understand media. The first part of the drawing, this avocado, was very difficult for me to really understand what's going on. And after a while, when I did the last part, the second avocado, that I have like a stop, and then I walk outside to walk my dog. And unfortunately, again, I know, again, I just forgot to turn on the camera to the second part. But the second part was very much more easy for me, because and then I understand exactly what I was doing. I understand the consistency that I should do to make the painting soft and running well, and at the same time have a good coverage. And then I get it, but I have some trouble in the first. It's not because the painting, or the quality or anything like this. It's just because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know exactly what the consistency of the painting there should be, to be to get good coverage, in the same time flow well in the paper, because wasn't flow, was too thick in the first, and then I tried to wet, and then and I have this trouble that it was my first time that I have trouble with some medium. That was an interesting thing. The nice part of gouache, I think, if I would describe what how gouache looks like, I would say that it's a mixture between uh, acrylic and oil in different way, but the way you apply, I would say that looks like um, um, acrylic, but it's so easy to blend, and you don't have to blend like right away. You have a lot of time to blend, and it's blends so beautifully. That's make this medium looks a lot like oil, not in the consistency of course, but I say that for the way that you apply, and you do the blending, it's a very, very looks like a lot like oil. And the results with gouache is so beautiful. I never thought that gouache could have so beautiful and vibrant colors, and the results are so amazing. I love so much. I love it. That probably going to be my favorite media now. I have a lot of favorite medias during my painting time, and depending of when I how I feel, I have my favorite medium. Watercolor was my favorite medium later on, but um, now I start to like a lot um, gouache. The the part that I like the most in gouache is not just because it's very easy to blend. It's a very, no, don't get me wrong, it's a nice and perfect thing. I love it, that the way it blends. But the other thing that I like is that it's not dry. You don't lost your painting. You don't lost anything when you start to do or mix or anything, because it's not dry. You just real wet, and you can work on top. And the paintings that you put in your palette is not get drying if you don't use like right away, like acrylics. That's for me so upsetting, because I don't like to waste you know. So I put some paintings in my palette, and if I don't use right away, it's just dry and I lost the paintings, and I don't like it. I just don't feel comfortable to throw away a lot of painting. And so I always put a little, and then I have to put more, and then I have to put more, you know. So that is very annoying in acrylics. But with gouache, we don't have this problem. We just mix the colors that you want, and then you can re-wet and use again, and it's all fresh and perfect again, you know. And as you can see, I can put one layer on top of other layers, and it's work very well. If you let dry the first layers, it's you don't move colors around. You're just going to move around if your brush is too wet, or you don't let your first layer dry. But it's very, very easy to put layers. uh, it's amazing, amazing. It's a medium that is easy to carry with you. So like I say, I put in my little palette, and I can carry with me, and I can use. It doesn't matter if it's too hot or not. You just wet your paintings and they are fresh and ready to go. So I love it. It's a very nice medium to work with. I really recommend for people that like to painting like every day. You like to have your watercolors close to you, or your paintings uh, with you. So you just get a small paint, a small sketchbook, and you can paint on the go. So I love this about gouache. I love it. So as you can see, I try to put some layers, but the what worked best for me, in at least when I start here, was working with a brush a little bit bigger, because when I use oil, I like to work with small brushes. So I'm going to put like the different colors, and then I'm going to mix these colors, and I think that I have um, more precision when I use the small brush. But with gouache, I just think that it's not, it's very difficult to put all the colors that I want with a small brush. So I feel that it's more like work well, work much better when I use a bigger brush, and I do what I want with the bigger brush. And then just for the small details, I use a large brush. And here I use um, a sword. It's not sword. A dagger brush, and I like a lot because I can do some small details, and at the same time I can do large areas with the same brush. But I use a small brush to my watercolor brushes. So this set is very nice. I like the colors that they have in the set. It's very easy to blend. The colors are beautiful and vibrant. The results is always nice and amazing. So I like a lot these gouaches. I never used another one before, of course, and it's my first try. But I just feel like this set is really good. I think it's a very nice quality, because I didn't have any trouble with the colors or anything like this. Like I say, the trouble that I have was because my inexperience to work with the media. It's not because the painting that was pretty nice. So as you can see here, I try to put one more layer, but it's so easy to blend, and I put the colors there, and then I just put a little bit more water in my brush, and it make very easy to blend with other layers. You see, here I'm just blending. I'm not putting any color. I just blending. I just damp my brush and blend. So now I'm just putting the final details here in this part, because I still have the other part to finish, and unfortunately I don't have this on video, but it's okay. I'm going to put more videos in gouache for you guys, so you guys can see how it looks. So this is the final result, and as you can see, in the end I get a faster result with the second avocado than the first one, because then I understand everything I was doing. So now I'm going to show you guys some other paintings that I did with the gouache in this meantime. So as you guys can see the vibrancy, how beautiful it looks. The cat was for kids that I have like painting classes, and the other ones was just my daily exercise, that try to use the media so I can feel much better when I use it. The fish was the larger that I made, that a 5 by 8, and it looks very nice. I like a lot. Was very nice to do it. It was my second try, and that make me more confident with the media. And the sea lion, you guys going to see my next video going to be with the sea lion. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope this had this tutorial has been useful for you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I put all the materials that I use in the link below and the box below, so if you guys want to buy something, just consider to click the link so you guys can help to support my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.